those are the the Gartner and the Forrester of this world. I need people who know how to set up trade show, to work at trade shows, which trade show to go and not to go. I need people who know how to do PR effectively. Totally different skill set. No, looking at R&D. One of the most difficult thing to do for a SaaS service is billing system. And when you have we work in the SMB world with sometimes hundreds, thousands of customers, you need a very robust and smart billing system. And that's a very usually it's a very critical part of the SaaS platform, and it's actually usually expensive to build because it's time consuming. You pretty much need ongoing work on the billing system. You always have additional requirements. It starts from just simple credit card processing and recurrent processing to adding all kind of bell and whistle like discount coupons, all kind of you need to start supporting all kind of models, monthly, quarterly, yearly. So the billing system is in order for it to be scalable and work with 1,000 customers, need to be sophisticated, and it's not a simple task. On the enterprise side, what are the skills required for the R&D team? We're talking there about first of all scalability, ability to work usually with very high volume. Enterprise customers usually have very very high requirements in terms of volume. It's also security. If you're working with small customers, most cases nobody's going to ask you about how secure your servers are. Nobody's going to be worried about really too much about their your data infrastructure. When you start talking about with enterprise customers, and you start storing their data, obviously if the data are sensitive, but even if the data are not sensitive, pretty much every enterprise customers is going to go through a security check, and pretty much know all enterprise customers. At least every enterprise deal that I've done lately, I've seen there is always as part of the process a security audit from the customers. It's pretty much a standard part of any enterprise sales, SaaS enterprise sales. So that requires to have people who understand security, you can talk security, and you can build a secure system that will go through through a security audit. Lastly, it's about also being able on the enterprise end, in the enterprise world, to work with SLA. Enterprise customers have expectation that the system is going to be up maybe 99.99% of the time, or 99, 2 nines, 3 nines, 4 nines. So you need to build and you need to have skills to be able to build systems that have uptimes that are extremely high, and that means all kind of redundancy in the system, in infrastructure that can work with again 3 nines, 4 nines to ensure this type of SLAs. Service. In the SMB world, service is usually based on as much as possible on the self-service. You need to build systems. You need to build UIs, portals that are very simple, very user-friendly, and support system, technical support system that are mostly based on self-service. You don't want to have to talk to, if you have 2,000 customers, you don't want to have to talk to every customer every time they have an issue. You need to give them the ability to serve themselves. In the enterprise world, it's a different story. Enterprise customers expect to be able to talk to someone anytime, even if it is not a critical issue. They expect very often they expect 24/7 support, and they expect to be able to talk to a live human person. They don't want to deal with a knowledge base, or most cases they don't even want to deal with opening a ticket or sending you an email. They just want to be able to take the phone and call you, and that's expensive, and you need to be ready if that's the world you want to play in. So lastly, G&A. Again, totally different set of skills there. In the SMB world, and I think Ariel again talked about that before, you need very strong finance understanding. The recurrent model of the SaaS is great in terms of revenue, but it's complex. You need to be able to, you need someone that really understands. It is not the regular type of accounting where you just had balance sheet and P&L. This is really about the ability of analyzing deeply data, revenue data, and for that you need people who are skilled at that. On the enterprise in the enterprise world, it's a different. The requirements are different. Probably in G&A, the most important thing is the ability to provide and to have what I would call legal skills in there. Every deal that you're going to do in the enterprise world means that you're going to have to create a custom agreement. It's about it's a long cycle of red line going with and having a lawyer or someone who has legal skills, review the agreement, discuss each point with the customers. Again, an expensive and very complex. Sorry. Sure. If you compare SMB with what? Yeah. SMB has typically the lowest cost. I mean, you can see here the biggest cost in the SMB world typically is this online marketing. Okay, everything else typically is lower, obviously, than enterprise and lower than traditional software. Yeah.
If you have now a company in the traditional model selling software,
Yes.
or running the same as SaaS. Is SaaS cheaper than having a company with the old software company selling boxes?
That's your question. First of all, I think that there's pretty much nobody selling software anymore. I mean, today I think it's very rare to see a company starting with a software, pure software model. So it's kind of difficult to compare, to compare the cost. But the distribution model in the software, in the regular software world, is obviously much higher than in the SaaS model. The distribution cost, especially in the SMB world, because you have to go through an intermediary, reseller. That's where most of the margins in the old days was going. In terms of you needed someone to sell it for you. The other aspect of it, like development costs are not necessarily that different. The development team to develop a piece of software that will be on a CD or rely on or sit in the cloud are not that different. It's really the distribution cost. But you're talking the software. What? Yeah. Uh, Absolutely, and that's why again today it's pretty rare to see that someone going towards a pure software model. It just doesn't make a lot of sense anymore. Okay, so yeah. So I mean, this is something I kind of I didn't mention that because of time, but let me tell a little bit about what's the difference between professional service and success manager. Because you're right, you're gonna have thousands of customers. You want to make sure that those customers successfully use your service, and it sometimes requires some human resources. Just to take the example of LivePerson, at LivePerson, we had about 8,000 customers in the SMB world, and we had a team of about 10 success managers. Okay, and the job of this success manager was essentially to ensure successful deployment of the customer. And deployment means it usually takes about anything from a few minutes to an hour, and then ensure that the customer they get the value that they should from the service. In the world of professional service, it's a totally different story. Professional service is all about understanding fully the need of the customer. Usually, it has you need to integrate with other systems. It's a complex it's a complex implementation usually, and just to give you again on the other end an idea, we had about 100 enterprise customers, and for these 100 enterprise customers, we had about 25 professional service guys. So it's 10 for 8,000 customers, and 25 for about 100 customers. The amount of work and the type of work and the skills of the people is totally different. Those are, by the way, usually I put $2 here. It could be three. Very expensive people. Usually they have to sit, in the US on site. Again, success managers. All our success managers, where team was in Israel, this is a work that can be done remotely. Professional service, you need to be face to face with the customer. Okay. Just to finish, wanted to actually one more slide after that, but just wanted to look from a different angle at the SMB world, the enterprise world. So this is a question about valuation. At the end of the day, we are in there, to make money, and we need to understand, where, what is worth most, where is the money. So here's an example. We have two companies. Company A, very much, an enterprise play. 10 customers. Each customers bring $200,000 per year. Okay, they make $2 million of revenue per year. Now we have Company B, 2,000 customers, but each customer brings $1,000 per year. Okay, happens that they both have the same revenue, $2 million. And okay, so now which one is worth more? Okay, so who says Company A? Oh, huh? No buyer for Company A? What? Okay. Thank God. At least one. Okay. Okay. We'll listen to you in a second, and then